when I was traveling around the world, I just wanted to experience. I wanted to experience life, and I wanted to be out of my comfort zone. And one experience that I wanted to spend a few days with a tribe that has no contact with the outside world. Yes, it sounds crazy. And the objective was to make it alive, out alive. Yeah. So I had this dream of spending time in a place where people don't have contact with the outside world, a tribe. So I went to Brazil, and I went to Amazonia, where there's a lot of tribes living there. And I knew someone in Amazonia that knows a lot of people there. I called him and I said to him, look, I want to have this experience, live in a tribe, and I want a real experience. He just asked me these 3 questions. Look, when I was talking with him, he said, I have only one question for you. Do you want the experience to be mild, average, or really aggressive? Guess what I said? Aggressive. He said, okay, give me a few days. After a few days, he told me, I found this tribe that I think is good for you. And I said, like, just tell me the name of the tribe. He told me the name of the tribe. I went to Google, and there was nothing about this tribe in Google. This is the place. And he said, look, but what happens is this tribe, they are not governed by the laws of Brazil, of the government. Whatever happens in this tribe, they handle. Yeah, so there's no, if something happens to you there, yeah, like the government cannot interfere. So that's my beginning of the story. So now he's like, how am I going to go there first? And how do I get out of there alive? Then I was in the center of Amazonia. I took a small plane of 1 hour to a small village. There I had a kind of a guide that was speaking Portuguese, but he used to live in this tribe. Then I took 8 hours in a small boat full of petrol for 8 hours, a small boat full of petrol in the river in Amazonia for 8 hours, yeah, with a guide and a boatman. But the interesting thing is, in this village, everyone was telling me, don't go there. They are going to steal your camera. Don't go there. They are going to make you eat monkey. Don't go there. You're going to get malaria. They're really dangerous. Somehow, there was something inside of me telling, I have to go. I don't know where that comes from, but there was this something inside of me saying, you have to go. And I went. And when I arrived at the first, they have like, it's a river, and they live by the river. And they have a big, the tribe, they are split into 3. There's a small tribe in one part of the river. Then there's a second small tribe, and there's a big tribe with more than 1,000 people. What they do is, it's like a protection. You go through the first tribe, then from the first tribe you go to the second, and then to the third. And then I arrived in the first tribe, and they were looking at me, and they were like, who is this guy, you know? And then I was explaining, I was just saying, look, I'm curious, and I'm curious to understand how you guys live. But they didn't speak my language. So the guide had to translate. And they said, okay, you can go to the second village. When I went to the second village, I met the chief of the village. And the chief of the village was very curious, what is a Portuguese wanting to come here? And I explained, I'm curious, I just want to have this experience. And then he said, like, okay, you can go, what you do tomorrow morning, you go to the next village, to the big village, and I will inform. But we have a little bit of a problem with the radio. So they don't have a lot of electricity, but they have a little bit of electricity just for the radio and a little bit of light. Yeah. What happened? The next day, I woke up, and then they said to me, look, the radio is still not working, but we will fix it. You can just go. I said, okay, I'll go. Then in a little boat, here we go to the big village. And then when I was arriving there, like then a lot of people came to see what it was. And of course, there's like, it's just for you to have an idea, people half naked, and they don't have any contact with the outside world. And then when they come, like there was a lady that came in front and spoke with the guide. And then they were talking and he was explaining, but I could see by her face, she was not very happy. And I was like, So then he came to me, is that they didn't know we were coming. And I was like, okay, now what's gonna happen? So then the lady said, is like, look, the chief of the tribe is not here. He went to hunt. You can stay here. You cannot take photos, but you have to wait for the chief to talk with you. He wants to talk with me. Why he wants to talk with me? So then I was there and I went around. And it's like, imagine, it's like these little huts made of, it's just made of mud, and the kids walking around. I remember one time, I was walking around, and the kids were running away from me because they never see a white guy or someone from outside. They never see, so they were just like afraid, and they were running away from me. So imagine the people, the way where I was. And then I was walking around and I was like, wow, this is so cool. And then I went to talk with the wife of the chief, and I could see that the guide was getting a bit anxious. Then I was feeling a bit anxious. If he's anxious, and then I was thinking everything like, imagine, the chief can come, he can think anything. He can think, oh, my little Portuguese, come here, let me hug you. Or he could think about like, what the hell are you doing here? Like, you're not allowed to be here. Anything was possible, you know? So I was there and I was thinking, oh my God. But the guide was getting a bit worried. So I got a bit worried. So then he was not coming, and it was getting late, and then I was really worried. And then I said, look, let's sit with the wife of the chief and let's talk. And then I wanted to understand why they wanted me to talk with the chief, like what it was. And I was imagining everything. They were going to grill me, putting me in a, like make a barbecue of a Portuguese. Or they would make me marry the one of the girls there, or anything. Then I was negotiating with the wife of the chief, and I was trying to understand what it was. So basically what they wanted was, I had a lot of petrol, and they just wanted a little bit of petrol so that they could run their radio. Yeah, the radio. I said like, and then after I was like negotiating with the wife of the chief in petrol gallons. She was asking me 3. I said, no, I need to go back. I give you 2, So I gave her 2, and then I went back, But the good thing, when I went to the second village, they were more connected with me, and then they were really very open with me. They let me go around. I took photos, and then I sat with the chief, And then remember that they told me that they will make you eat monkey, And then I was sitting, and then like, okay, we're gonna eat, just me and the chief, and everyone surrounding us. And then I saw the wife coming with the big black stuff. I said like, oh my God, good luck to you. And what they said is like, when you are in a tribe, you can never say no to the food. It's like it's the worst, yeah? So then I was there, and then when she came, she put the thing in front of me. I looked at it, and it was a pork, a wild pig. I was like, yeah. And then, I mean, I had a great time there, and then I went back. But this taught me very, very important things. One is, if you really feel you want to do something, even if the entire world tell you not to do, you just do it. It's okay. You know, if you feel it, just follow that. That's the second one. Actually, the second one is like, I think don't do that again. I wouldn't do it again. I think something that I did to respect, I didn't publish any photo of them because I didn't want the outside world also to, you know, to be, now there's more internets. I want to keep them intact, so I didn't share any photo of the world, but I have this amazing memory living with the tribe for 3 days, sleeping on an hamaca, and eating with my own hands, but in a very different way than they eat, and just experiencing life, and completely, like people who don't have internet, who live completely outside of this world. So that was the most crazy and beautiful experience that I had. And I'm alive, I'm here!
Without monkey. Without grilling.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.